And so the moment finally arrives where the project that I teased all the way back in the first video on this channel finally comes to fruition. I am, of course, talking about the Batman helmet. Now, I made this helmet about 3 months ago, and I designed it with wearability in mind. The jaw is held on with magnets, so it pops off, it can be worn, and the jaw can then literally pop straight back into place. The model we're going to be doing today is exactly the same file, but I'm going to be going about it slightly differently, and that is because this model is for a customer who has asked for it to be for display only, so we don't need to put magnets in it. However, they have asked for it to be heavily battle damaged, which gives me the chance to show you some techniques and some methods that I use for battle damaging that I haven't yet shown on this channel. So I'm really looking forward to taking you along for the ride and showing you just how to make one of these helmets. So, coupled with a brand new intro, my name is Adam, welcome to Max 3D Makes, and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so here we are in Bamboo Slicer, and this is the model all loaded up. I'm not going to bring it up in Maker World because I've covered that enough in my other videos, but I've just imported this straight in as it is. This is the Batman 2022 concept helmet from Budwin, and I'll leave a link for this in the description of the video for any of you who want to print it yourselves. But straight off the bat, no pun intended, we don't need these two pieces here because the top and the back parts of the helmet we're going to be gluing together instead of using magnets. So we can delete plate number 4 there, and that just leaves us with these remaining pieces. So we can go ahead and scale all these up to 104%, just because that is the size that I found works well for me, because all of Budwin's stuff is scaled exactly the same. I just know that 104 is what works. So here we go, 104%, good to go. And then we're going to go over to the filament types here and delete off all of the others because we're just going to print in the one filament. And we'll change that to the generic PLA settings. And there we go, that is everything that we need to do for this model. Okay, so here we are in the workshop. We've got all of our parts printed now. Some of them are a bit worse for wear. I'm actually quite a fan of how this silk filament has turned out. It was just some that I had lying around, but the green and purple really does remind me of the Joker. It looks quite good. But anyway, getting back to the parts, we've got a little bit of stringing going on. You can see it around the ears here, and we can get rid of that nice and easily with the blowtorch. So we'll go ahead, hit all the parts with the blowtorch now, get rid of the stringing, and then we can go from there. Okay, so now we've got the stringing off of all the parts, we can go in with some model filler and hide some of these layer lines. Okay, so the filler is on. We're going to leave that to dry overnight, and then we can come back tomorrow, sand that down, and then go over all of this with some filler primer. Okay, so it's been a couple of days now. The filler is fully dried and it's ready for sanding. So we're going to go in with some 240 grit sandpaper and then finish up with some 400 grit sandpaper. Give everything a nice light sand, smooth the filler down, and then we can go in with some filler primer and let that dry overnight. Give that a sand down tomorrow, and then it should be ready for some primer and then some paint. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so everything is now sanded. We're going to go ahead and give everything a clean down with some isopropyl alcohol to get all the dust off, and then we can go ahead, take these outside and give them a spray with some filler primer. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, let's take it outside. Okay, so we are outside now and we've got some Halford's filler primer, so we're going to go ahead and use some of that. Give it a shake. Literally just. There we go, nice and thick. There we go. All good for those two pieces. Now for the main helmet piece. Okay, so everything is now dry with the filler primer. It looks really good.
Just need to go in now with some sandpaper and sand the filler primer down so we get some nice smooth prints ready for some priming and then some painting. Let's get to it. Okay, so everything is now sanded smooth and it's ready for the first coat of primer to go on, and then once the primer's on we can go in again with some really fine 800 grit sandpaper and then go in with the paint coat. So yeah, let's take it out and get it sprayed. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours and the primer is now dried. Really happy with how it's turned out. I'm going to go in now with some 800 grit sandpaper and we're just going to remove some of the texture of the primer, and then it will be ready then for some black spray paint. So yeah, let's get to it. Going to be using Halford's matte black spray paint. For the lower jaw piece, you want to get the inside as well because it's going to be visible from the outside of the mask when it's on display. Okay, so here we are back in the workshop. Everything is now fully dry. Really happy with how it's turned out. So now we're going to go in with some metallic grey model paint to do all of the key highlights on some of the helmet pieces. We're going in with a metallic grey instead of a gold like on my original helmet because that is what the customer has asked for. and I've done a little colour comparison for him here on a piece of wood. I'd already done the black on of the metallic grey versus the chrome silver, and asked them what they would prefer, and they went with the metallic grey. So that's why we're going to be going in with that. But of course, if you're going to be doing one of these yourself, you can go in with whatever colour you like. So we're going to start off with the jaw piece, and we're going to go in and brush it on around the edge highlight here, on both sides, and on the rivets on here. These highlights here on the inside of the jaw, and on the rivets on the main helmet as well, just there and there, and then at the back here. Now I've already done a test piece of the metallic grey on the black to see how it showed up, and that is what it looks like. So we're going to carry that on, really happy with how it's turned out, and yeah, we'll get all these pieces painted, we'll go and do some chrome weathering afterwards, and then we can glue the pieces together. So let's get to it.
Okay, so this is a really good point to stop the video. So we've got the helmet painted and ready to go together, and then ready for the weathering, which we're going to cover in part 2 of this video. Now I'm filming this in the future from the end of the video, so I know straight after I stopped filming there, I went on holiday for a week, which is why this video has taken a little bit longer to come out, but it did allow a really nice amount of time for that model paint to completely dry before I started with the next steps, which we'll cover in part 2. Now, as I'm filming from the future, I know how the project turned out. The customer was really happy with it and it turned out amazingly. So I'm really looking forward to showing you the second half of this video, which will be up on the channel soon. But of course, that brings the end to this video. So if you liked it, drop a like down below, leave a comment of some other things you'd like me to cover, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of my content. But for now, I've been Adam. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.